Hi, how are you feeling now that the moon is in Libra and has left Virgo? If you tuned into my YouTube update for this week, then you know that we basically have the moon opposing everything that's in Pisces, Aries, and then we're gonna have it oppose, Uranus and Taurus as well. So right now the moon is opposite Neptune, and it's about to be, actually this was 30 minutes ago, so let me look at for right now. It's opposite Saturn right now. So there's kind of this push and pull between our emotional focus and this new beginning that we're building. Like this week really kind of feels like a big contraction in a lot of ways, and it feels like things are still a little foggy about how we're moving forward and how we are stepping into this new chapter, this new life. That March is really the month of taking small steps towards. And this week is kind of I would say like the pinnacle of it. I do think in the next 2 weeks things are going to shift, but it's like incremental shifts, you know. That's how March feels, especially while Mercury is still retrograde. And this was a heavy eclipse. Like anything, like we just have so much in Pisces, and anything in Virgo I feel like tends to be more heavy. And then the fact that Virgo's ruler Mercury is retrograde, it's like all compounding right now, and it's all really, yeah, things feel uncomfortable, things feel liminal, things feel like we're not quite there yet, but we can feel it all coming in, right? It's a weird energy. It's a weird week right now. Hi Vignetia. Aries sun, Taurus moon, Libra rising. Oh my god, I'm a Libra rising, Taurus sun. Love it. How will this be for Gemini sun, Pisces moon, Leo rising? Go watch my YouTube video for this week and go to the Leo rising horoscope. I give a horoscope for each rising sign every Sunday on my YouTube for how the week is going to go for you based on your rising sign. So go check that out. I do it every week on my YouTube. And I'm also taking readings right now if anybody wants me to look at your chart specifically to give more personalized, individualized advice for what's going on and how to align with what's meant for you right now in this very unknown space and energy. Because horoscopes are always going to be general. It really does depend on what's going on in your chart for specifics. I'm going through, wait, what? The guy I was dating just broke it up. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's kind of a moon opposite Saturn, Neptune energy, I feel like. Sag sun and moon, Cancer rising. Oh, I'm a Sag moon too. I love it. Y'all, it's so funny how accurate astrology is. Like, it really is so literal. The moon, I'm a Libra rising, so the eclipse was in my 12th house and the moon was in my 12th house the last couple days, and I just felt like this, I don't know, this veil over things, and like energy, low energy, and things just kind of be like being hard. Very tired, weird dreams. And now that the moon is in Libra, I feel like a total renewal. I just feel like that fog has lifted and I am more like, oh, here we go. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. It's really just so wild how accurate it is. And I was last night did this deep dive into the transits I was experiencing back in from like 2020 until 2023. I didn't realize like I had Neptune squaring my moon. So if you have moon in a mutable sign, if you have it in Gemini or Sagittarius late degrees, then Neptune, while it was in Pisces at the last couple years, was probably squaring your moon. And that was a transit I didn't even realize was happening. And now that it's cleared, I'm like, oh, I have so much clarity over my emotional world and like everything. I didn't even know that that was happening. And it was such a long transit. It lasted like 3 or 4 years because Neptune moves so slow. And then I also had Pluto doing a lot to my chart. And like there was just so much going on for me for those years. And I literally cried last night looking at my astrology for what was going on back then because I didn't realize like how much was happening for me. It was like such a relief of like, oh my God, my astrology was crazy back then. No wonder my life was crazy. Virgo sun and Gemini moon, Pisces rising. Oh shit, that's a lot of mutable. Pisces sun, Cancer rising, Taurus moon. Oh, I love it. Jupiter, 0 degrees of Aries. Oh, Saturn, Neptune on your Jupiter. Interesting. I was super tired all week, but today I felt kind of better. Yeah, I swear it's because we're Libra risings and the moon was in our 12th house. I don't love when the moon is in my 12th house. Whenever the moon's in Virgo, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm not getting much done. I'm gonna be sleeping and having weird dreams and like couch rotting when the moon is in Virgo because typically that's how it feels with it being in the 12th house. Scorpio sun, Sag rising, Gemini moon. Oh my God, one of my good friends has that same big 3. Cancer sun and rising, Virgo moon in the 3rd. Ooh, love it. He looks so wise with glasses. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably wear them more in the summer. I just don't like to wear them when it's cold out because they fog up and that gets annoying. Scorpio rising sun and Libra moon. Oh, got a lot of Scorpio Libra energy on. Oh, I'm also Libra rising. Welcome, welcome. All I want to do is avoid everyone about to make a huge move. That's funny. I wonder what's going on in your chart. Leo sun, Aquarius moon, Leo rising. Oh, born on a full moon? Aquarius sun, Mercury, Jupiter. Damn. Pisces rising, love it. And Sag moon. I'm also a Sag moon. Oh, we got 2 Sag moons. Love it. Lots of Sag and Libra energy. It's funny, a couple new people just joined my membership and there's a space in my membership to introduce yourself and post your chart and find your chart twin, like people who share your chart placements. And the most recent 2 people that joined, one of them's a Sag and the other has a Sag moon. And I'm like, I love all the Sag energy, like joining the membership. I love it. Oh, I'm also a Taurus sun. One of my good friends is a Taurus sun with North Node in Pisces, and that is such a trip of a combination because it's like North Node in Pisces, you really have to flow. You can't plan for a whole lot. Like it's really, your direction is literally like a matter of flowing and letting things like come to you and happen. What a week so far, yeah. Yeah, Leo sun opposite, yeah. Born on a full moon. I remember why I followed you. My Juno persona chart is your big 3. Oh, cool. Wait, were you the one that was telling me about that like years ago? Was it years ago? I don't even remember. I feel like we were having a conversation about that on one of my lives at one point. I have Juno in Libra. It's retrograde. Juno, South Node, and Saturn in Aries. In the 10th? Oh, shit. Your career gonna be popping. If you're doing what you're actually meant to be doing. Or like what you want to be doing. I'll say that, rather. Also, if anyone wants a chart reading right now, link is in bio. I'm only taking a few because I have plans. But the link is in bio if anybody wants to get in line for a reading. Laughs and overwhelmed. My Saturn return was like such a great time, honestly, because it was like the pinnacle of, like I was saying when I first got on here, I was looking deeply into my astrology from 2020 really like 2018. 2018 is when Uranus went into Taurus and my life just completely changed all of a sudden. And it really just kept getting harder from that point. And I was like, what happened in 2018? And then from 2018 to like 2022, beginning of 2023, my life was very hard. Very, very hard. And so I was looking at my astrology and I was like, oh my God, like this is why that was happening. And then my Saturn return was like, I've really had disciplined myself and dedicated myself to like my true path of sharing astrology and human design and teaching it. And my Saturn return was like the pinnacle of all of it. Like it really just, I was thriving. Lived in my dream house. Like it was such a good time for me. And then stuff like I just started having weird transits right after my Saturn return. And shit kind of hit the fan because then I was living in France and like traveling through France and Italy and like it was just kind of a shit show of like chaos and instability. But I like really think of my Saturn return as such a great time. It was like, here's what's possible if you just stay with the path of like what you're already doing and have been building. Like I've been building this business since 2020 or had been since 2020. So anyways, yeah, and my Saturn's in Pisces in the 6th house. And like, I knew that that was my path to pursue like spiritual teachings and, share that with people. So anyways, Saturn return isn't all bad. I always say like, it will tear down what is unaligned so you can align yourself with what actually is meant for you. But if you're already on the path of alignment, like I said, I had been building my career in astrology and human design for, at that point, 4 years. Then Saturn will reward you for like the thing that you're committing yourself to and disciplined with that's actually your true path. This gives me hope. Yay! And it depends on your chart too. Like I'm a day chart, so Saturn is more supportive for me, and Saturn, I have it harmonizing with Jupiter, and I like Saturn likes to be in the 6th house, and like, so I do have good Saturn stuff, so that matters too. But I really do think it's all about alignment as well. The years before were a shit show. This year just feels very up in the air. Yeah, like must make the moves. That makes a lot of sense. I resonate with this timeline and finding self and path. Oh, yes. Yeah, I feel like collectively we've all kind of gone through that as well the last, like really from 2018 until this last year or two. I'm in my hometown on my Mars line, about to relocate. Oh, which Mars line? Do you have Mars on one of your angles in your chart? I was born on my Mars line as well because I have Mars on my descendant, and I did not love it. But also I'm a day chart, so Mars is like more challenging for me. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Feels a lot better. Yay! I have internal work. Yeah. If anyone books a reading, let me know because I have to refresh the page. Like it doesn't alert me. So just let me know and then we can get started. I can pull up your chart and we can get started on your reading if you want one. Link is in bio. My Saturn is in my 11th. Ooh. This is the part I'm confused on. I know it's eclipse. Well, it's not eclipse season. The eclipse is over. It happened yesterday. Like it happened like 36 hours ago. It happened at 3 a.m. yesterday, Pacific time. So it's over. Mercury retrograde ends on March 20th. They're kind of two separate things. But we also have to interpret them together. Like, yes, there's a lot of things we want to change right now, but it's happening more slowly because Mercury is retrograde and because Mercury is the ruler of the eclipse we just had. It rules Virgo. My Chiron is the 6th. Oh. Mars and Gemini in the 12th. Okay, so it's close to your ascendant then probably. Are fated endings and beginnings permanent? I don't know. What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. I'm not near any lines. That's kind of good. That means it's like a neutral where, well, you could have parent lines or you could have aspect lines. So there might not be any major planet lines, which you might have already looked for this, but there can be parent lines which go horizontal, or there can be planet aspect lines, which there's a lot of planet aspect lines. My nervous system is a shit show. Oh my God. Spend less time on the internet. When's your next live? Like here on TikTok? Probably tomorrow. Me and my partner are both Cancer moons. Oh, wow. Do you have moon square Saturn? Scorpio rising, Gemini sun, Aries moon. Oh, that's intense. I didn't know about parent lines. Yes, super interesting. I teach them. I have an astrocartography course that lives in my membership. It's a 6-part, like 6-series course. There's 6 different classes. There might be 7 now, but I for sure know there's 6 different classes I've taught on astrocartography. And in the so there's a beginner to astrocartography lesson, then there's a deep dive, and in the deep dive we talk about Paran lines. It's Paran, and how to interpret them. Because yeah, they add a layer, and they can be anywhere. But yeah, there's a lot more to astrocartography than just your normal planet lines. And if you don't, so if you have any squares or oppositions or conjunctions, really tight orb squares, oppositions, or conjunctions, all your planet lines will be clustered together. Or if you have any planets on your angles in your normal birth chart, like those will be where you're born, those planet lines. Like I was saying, I have Mars on my descendant. So my Mars line goes through where I was born because I have Mars on my descendant natally. So yeah, that's like why your planet lines are in certain places. It's because it puts that planet on one of your angles. And then that line is going to correspond to a certain angle of your chart. Like Mars DC is going to be completely different energy than Mars AC because it's Mars on your ascendant versus Mars on your descendant. And anyways, we talk about that in, I teach you that and you learn that in the astrocartography course that lives in my membership. Leo, sun, Pisces, moon, and rising. Oh, yeah, that is kind of like, that's a little different. That's fun. Oh, I also have a Sag moon. Love it. Mine is pretty tame. Cancer, rising, Virgo, moon. Oh, yeah. Saturn is in the 11th. His Saturn is in the 3rd. Okay. Curious about learning astrocartography. What books or resources would you recommend? Take my classes in my membership. My membership is $15 a month, and you get instant access to all of my astrocartography classes that I've taught. That's what I recommend if you're a beginner. B Apple, you can get a reading if you want. Link is in bio, and we can look at your chart for that. I don't know if it's going to be a good year for you just based on your big 3. Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon, Leo rising. Oh, ruled by your Scorpio sun. My membership is $15 a month. You get instant access to all my classes in there. I have a whole, like I said, course on astrocartography. There's a beginner astrology crash course. There's 30 other classes inside that teach on various things in astrology and human design. If you go to my link in bio and click where it says membership, it will tell you like what's all inside the membership. There's a lot of classes I've taught in there. I have the astrology of tarot that I've taught, numerology and astrology transits. You learn human design synastry, astrology synastry, my astrocartography courses in there. There's also like an open forum so you can post and ask questions. No, it's not only astrocartography for $15. Like I said, you get access to everything for $15. It gives you access to my whole membership, which is like, there's a video library of classes. 6 of them are on astrocartography. A lot of them are on transits. I do transit updates in there, like for the new year, for the year ahead. I do like regular classes as well, once a week, taking a break at the moment, but usually there's new classes that are being added all the time. I think one of the most recent ones I added were the astrocartography, and then I have a class on like using astrology to plan your week. Like there's so many classes on astrology and human design in the membership. And you get 50% off of my ebook. So yeah, that's a document that you can print off. It walks you through the language of astrology and human design. So members get 50% off my ebook, makes it $11. And that's a great resource to print off and have, because it walks you through the basics of astrology, degrees, decans, what everything means, aspects, planets, houses, signs. It's like literally the astrology Bible. And it also covers human design. But if you want a personalized like PDF for your specific chart, you can get that from my link in bio too. I have one for astrology, it's $22. I have one for human design, that one's $30, and it walks you through it's like a reading from me on your astrology or your human design, and it walks you through what everything means. So that's a good option too if you want a more personalized like interpretation of your charts. I would love to be a member. Yes, come join. Link is in bio. Can you explain a bit more about human design? Heard you talk about it. I don't know much about it. How much time do you have? I'll try to break this down simply. If you're super new, it's kind of hard to understand. But human design, that's what my ebook is for. That's what I like made the personal interpretation for, that you can get based on your chart. It will walk you through what everything means for you. Basically, you get a type, and that tells you how your energy works. Human design is very much about you and your quantum mechanics. Like it's about you, your energy. It also tells you about how you're meant to make decisions based on your unique energy. So astrology is like your life story, your life's timing. Human design is like, okay, who are you in that story, and how are you meant to move through life? Like Google Maps, you can look up different places on Google Maps, like that's astrology. You can look at different areas of your life. But if you want directions on how to get somewhere you don't know how to get, that's what human design is for. It's like your user manual. So you're really meant to use it in order to help you make better decisions and live in alignment. That's what human design is for. And then like astrology, we can go super deep with it. There's so much more to it than that, but that's kind of the general meaning of what human design is. It's meant to help you live a better life. It's literally your user manual to live in alignment with your purpose and your potential. I'm a manifesting generator. Me too. Got it. Interesting. I'll check it out on your webpage then. Yes. Astrologyhumandesign.com. One word. Astrologyhumandesign.com. I have a blog there as well, and it explains more if you're more of a written person. Grand Cross, Grand Shrine, a kite, and 2 yachts. Sounds rare. Generator, Pisces, Sun, Sag, Moon. Oh, I'm a Sag Moon too. I have a class that I taught on aspect patterns in my level 2 astrology course. So I have my introductory beginner astrology course called Become an Astrologer. That comes with one live Q&A session. And then I have a level 2 astrology course called Intermediate Astrology, and I teach you aspect patterns in there. What it means to have a yacht, a kite, a grand trine, a grand cross, a cradle. We talk about all that kind of stuff in that class in my Intermediate Astrology course, because those are deeper stuff. That's deeper stuff. in reading charts. Libra rising, me too. Yes, Sag moon gain. Oh my God, yes. There's been so many Sag moons on today. It makes me so excited. Okay, if anyone books a reading, let me know, because I have to refresh the page. It doesn't alert me. So let me know if you want a reading right here, right now. I have to get off in like a little bit, but I can take a few readings. If anybody wants one, let me know. And then I'll pull up your chart and get started. Who is excited for Jupiter to be in Leo? I literally cannot wait. I feel like all the things people have said about Jupiter and Cancer has not come true, because Jupiter has been squaring Chiron for like ever. It's not anymore. Well, it's like, yeah, it's not anymore. But it was for like 6 months from, well, like 5 months, from September of last year until like pretty much till February. It was squaring Jupiter, or squaring Chiron. And that was like not fun energy at all. Gemini sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. Ooh, that's intense. I really feel like when planets are in their like exaltation, I don't really love that energy. I feel like it's kind of the energy of like overextension, or like taking it for granted, or it being like, how do I say, like exaggerated to the point we don't even know what's happening. Does that make sense? Like I really feel like I thought Jupiter in Cancer was going to be a lot better for my business and like career stuff, and like it hasn't been bad for it, but it hasn't like necessarily done what I thought it was going to do. And it is still retrograde, so maybe that'll change like moving into the rest of March and April, as we're a week out from Jupiter going direct. So that could change, but I don't know. I just felt like it didn't have the intended effect when it first moved into Jupiter, or when it first moved into Cancer, and then like maybe also it's like what else was going on, because it was squaring Saturn and Neptune, and then it started to square Chiron. Which is again why we can't like take these videos at face value that say like, oh, it's going to be really lucky for Cancers or whatever. Because it's like, okay, but what's going on with Jupiter? Because it was squaring Saturn and Neptune, and then it was squaring Chiron. Like that's really difficult, uncomfortable energy. So anyways, I'm just very excited for the transits of the rest of the year. Like as we get into the end of March and April and May, I'm so excited about, because it's like, here we go. Uranus moving into Gemini. The nodes are going to shift in the summer also. Like North Node moves into Aquarius. Did I already say Jupiter moves into Leo? I'm so excited for that. So excited. Yeah, we're gonna have a Uranus-Pluto trine, which I feel like is gonna be great, personally. But also Uranus is on my chart ruler, so I don't know. We'll see. Kind of got a glimpse of that last year. It was a little chaotic. My North Node, Aquarius, 8th house. Oh, so you're gonna be in your nodal return. I haven't had the first nodal return happens at like 18 or 19. And then we have nodal opposition. Nodal opposition happens at like 27, 28. And then you have your nodal return around 37, 36, 37. And it's a time of really just being focused on, okay, what direction am I headed that's actually more aligned with my purpose and my potential and what I want to be doing. I know a good friend that's in her nodal return right now, and it's been really wonderful for her career, because she's been building something really aligned for her in career the last, I want to say 5 years. So that's really what nodal return can be. If you're aligned with what you want to be doing for your work, it can really amplify and push stuff in a good direction. 53 going on 54. Okay, yeah. It happens every 19 years, give or take. So you've already had one of your major nodal returns. What was happening at 37? Virgo sun, Aries moon, Sag rising. Oh, wow. That's a fun one. A little spunky. When does it get better for Libra risings? I don't know. What do you mean? Get better how? I'm a Libra rising. I feel like life's great. So I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, in what context. Also probably depends on what's going on in your chart and not just being a Libra rising. And we can look at that. If you want a reading right now, can only take a few because I have to get off here. But yeah, I can take a few readings if anybody wants one. I feel like health issues have been popping up. Oh. Has that been like a 2 to 3 year thing? Again, probably depends on what's going on in your chart. There's probably something that's going on with Jupiter or Neptune in your chart or with mutable signs. But yeah, the last 2 to 3 years have really been for Libra risings in general a need to get disciplined and committed with routines that are going to positively benefit your health. So there's probably lessons for you there in order to evolve your routine. Maybe work with healers or whatever resonates with you in order to like also take care of somatic shit. Heal stuff underneath the surface that's causing that. Taurus sun, Gemini moon, and rising. Oh, I have a friend that's an Aquarius sun, Gemini moon, and rising. I feel like moon in your first house is such a sweet, y'all are such sweet people. I'm also a Taurus sun. And I have Gemini rules my chart. My Venus is in Gemini. So I always get along really well with Gemini peeps. Libra moon and rising. Pisces sun. Oh my God, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Libra moon and rising. Wow, I had a client recently who was a Libra moon and rising, but also had a lot in Capricorn. That was such an interesting chart to read. I was like, I feel like your Libra and your Capricorn are like always at odds with one another. I'm a Leo sun, Libra rising, Libra moon. Oh, cool. Both y'all have Libra moon and rising. Aquarius sun, Scorpio moon, Libra rising. So many Libra risings. I love it. Oh, ruled by a Libra moon, Shelly. Wow. I have a Cap mini stellium. Yeah, a lot of people that were born in the, say late 80s to early to mid 90s have a lot in Capricorn. There was someone I met last summer who was born like a couple months before me, and everything they had was in Capricorn except like one thing, and I was like, this is so crazy, like how that is so rare. Like how often are Saturn, Neptune, Uranus all in Capricorn. I'm a Cap moon, Pisces rising, Sag sun. Oh, a boss. A boss. She a boss. I love Capricorn moons. My progressed moon was in Capricorn for 2 years recently, and I really loved it. That's when I built like my whole business. It's interesting, yeah. Sag sun, Taurus moon, Cancer rising. Oh, I'm a Taurus sun, Sag moon. Virgo sun, Capricorn moon, Sag rising. Oh, I love that. Sun in the 10th house. I love Sag moons. Yeah, we're fun. I feel like it's such a cliche astrologer placement. Like everyone I know that has a Sag moon for the most part, like in my real life, is super into astrology. I'm like, that really fits. Sag placements. You look like a BTS. What is BTS? We vibe for sure, yeah. I've actually dated a lot of Capricorn moons. Capricorn and Cancer, although that gets on my nerves. Don't love Cancer moons in a partner. It's a Korean boy band. Girl, okay. That's very random, but seems like they would be too emotional. This is what I was saying about like exalted or like good placements. I feel like they're exaggerated. Like Cancer moons, it's not that they're emotional. I don't think they're that emotional, honestly. I think they hide their emotions and they come out really passively. Like passive aggressive as fuck. Because the moon is like the part of you that you don't show unless you're really, really comfortable with people for the most part. And I especially see that with Cancer moons where they like, unless they've been married to someone for like 20, 30 years, they don't like share their fucking feelings. It just comes out really aggressively, like passive aggressively. Aquarius sun, Virgo moon, Taurus sun. Oh, I love it. Aries moon, that's a fun one. Oh, I get what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, that placement, Cancer moon, I feel like takes a lot of patience. I just don't have it. I got an Aries Mars. I don't have it. Oh, good. Yeah, I feel like everyone's astrology, has good to it. Maybe this is my Sag moon, like being a blind optimist, but that's what I see when I look at a chart. Is I see your good traits and attributes and like the highest evolution of what this means for you. I cannot stand people who talk about astrology in a way that's like, this is bad and this is bad. It's like none of it is good or bad. It all just means something. And if you can understand what it means, like you are validated and confirmed in your life experience and who you are and who you've always been. So that's how I use astrology. I use it as confirmation and validation, not as like, oh, this is bad. No. Nothing in the chart is bad. It can all be worked with and understood. That's the whole point of it. Cancer Mars in the 8th. Kazemi in the 8th. Love my chart now at 40, knowing astrology. Yes! My internal monologue and battle with my Aries sun and Pisces rising. Yeah, that fits. My Mars is Gemini. I don't have much patience either. Yeah. My Pisces rising is awkward. I also have Saturn in the first house. Oh. Pisces rising is really rare. It's the most rare rising sign. Also, if anyone has booked a reading, let me know because I need to refresh the page to see your order. So if anyone has booked, let me know and we can get into your reading. A man tried to come at me calling me a Cancer crybaby as a Gemini. Oh. Saturn and Pisces in the first house. Oh my god. Favorite synastry aspects? I really love Moon and Mars conjunction. I also think Venus and Mars conjunction is really good. Like synastry, like one person has Venus on the other person's Mars, vice versa. But I especially love Moon Mars conjunction. How do I say it? Synastry compatibility? I don't remember the word for that. When one person's moon is on the other person's Mars. And then have y'all seen that show that is being released right now called Love Story about JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette? I did a deep dive in my membership on their charts and their synastry, and it's so fascinating to see. Like, let me pull it up right now, actually, to see what aligns. I also think Mercuries need to be in the same elements. I love that. Let me pull up there. Let me go to my membership right now and pull it up. You have Moon Mars Synastry? Oh my god, I love that one. I'm a Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon, Pisces rising. Oh, that's like really creative, I feel like. Born on a Taurus full moon. It's wild you called last year or so about famous people going down. Boy, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the last time Pluto was in Aquarius was the French Revolution. People don't want that flaunty stuff anymore. No one cares about your shopping haul. No one cares about being famous. Like, it's not. And also what's being exposed, all the truth about that as well, like the demonic stuff. I don't know what I can say on here about that, but y'all know. If you know, you know. That too, all of that's coming to light about what it really is. Okay, so in my membership, I also looked at like the timing of when they met, JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Like when they met, when they started dating, when they got engaged, when they got married. It's like super fascinating how it all lines up with like their charts. It's wild. I'm a Cap Moon. He's Cap Mars, both in our 10th house. Oh my god, I love that. When I was doing family astrology, like in 2023, I had this video go viral about family astrology, and I teach that method now. It's taught in my membership, so there's a class on it if you want to learn it. That class lives in my membership, but I was doing readings for that for people, and like so many families and like married couples had the same rising sign or like had an overlap of their big three, and it was so cool to see over and over and over again. I probably did like hundreds of those readings. It was super cool to see. Okay, let me look at JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Let me pull up the chart. So yeah, they had moon on Moon Mars conjunction, 3 degrees of orb. Oh, they have the same. So his moon was, so they had it both ways. So which one is hers? Her moon was in Cancer. His Mars is in Cancer. His moon was in Aquarius. Her Mars is in Aquarius. So that's like a double whammy of that. I see it so often with like very successful couples. Sag rising, Aquarius moon. Oh, that's a fun one. Y'all know Britney Spears is an Aquarius moon and a Sag sun. I go deeply into her chart in my Become an Astrologer course because it's such a great example of astrology in action, especially the transits. Like when I teach transits in my astrology course, we go into her chart because literally the moment her conservatorship ended, she had crazy stuff going on in her like area of home and family, and like on her Venus, like money and relationships. It's nuts. Anyways, so just reminding me of Britney Spears' chart. That's awesome. Oh gosh, yeah. Carolyn Bessette also had Venus in Aquarius retrograde, so she took like 3 weeks to get back to him about after he proposed, which is very Aquarius, Venus Aquarius retrograde in the natal chart. What else do they have? Their Mercuries, I can see why communication was kind of an issue for them, because he had a Mercury Neptune conjunction in Scorpio, and then she had Mercury in Sag. So that was like their kind of biggest point of, I don't want to say incompatibility, but just like issues, was their communication. But then also they just had so much other great stuff that really makes sense for why they were a good match. Like her sun is in Capricorn, his Venus is in Capricorn. He also has Saturn in Capricorn, like on her sun. So of course he was the only guy that could like get her to commit long term. Yeah, it's so fascinating to see astrology play out in real life. I freaking love it so much. But yeah, those are probably my favorite. I also think anything with Jupiter, and I do really love Saturn, like Saturn on major placements, or Saturn in like one of the partnership house or the 8th house. I love seeing that in the chart because it really does indicate like long-term commitment and like building something long-lasting with each other. It's cool when you can see the connections. Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. All right, I'm going to get off here in like 20 minutes. Last call for readings. If you want a reading, link is in bio. Let me know when you book so I can pull up your chart. Otherwise, I'm going to get off of here. Best moon match for Aquarius moon. I don't know. It depends on the chart. Like what's going on in your actual chart. I don't believe in like, oh, this is best for this placement. Like it depends on so much other stuff. Like one of my really good friends, that's an Aries moon, ended up with, he's an Aquarius moon. But he has like he has so many placements that like we have talked about not being super great placements. Like me and her have talked about this because she's into astrology. So it really depends. Like it depends on the person and how they utilize the lighter, better sides and qualities of those placements. Leo sun, 9th house, Aquarius moon, 3rd house. Oh, the moon loves to be in the 3rd house. Sag rising. I love it. I also have my moon in the 3rd house. And I meet so many Sag risings. Like all of my really close friends are Sag risings. I love it, love it. My sun sign is Taurus. Hey, me too. Moon in the 3rd house? The moon loves to be in the 3rd house. I'm teaching a lesson on this in my intermediate astrology course soon, of like planetary joys is what it's called. There's certain houses that the planets love to be in versus ones that they don't love to be in. So I'll be teaching that soon in my intermediate astrology course. It's super fascinating. And then also looking at like if you're a night chart or you're a day chart. Like if you're a night chart, then the moon is more favorable in your chart. If you're a day chart, the sun is more favorable, and you have different malefics and benefics. So Sag rising. Okay. 12th house stellium. Ooh, love it. Need to be meditating, need to be doing those the breath work, that Kundalini yoga. Every person I know in my life that has a 12th house stellium, especially if it's like sun in the 12th house, moon in the 12th house, does either like Kundalini yoga, breath work, sound healing. That's like their job. And like meditation. And they like have to have a practice doing that every day. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, does anyone want a reading? They're $33. Link is in bio. Let me know if you're gonna book. Last call, take a look at your chart. Help you get your shit together. Because now is the time. It's all kind of like, it's all coming to light right now. Even if it doesn't feel like it, things are coming in right now. Yes, where do I book? Yay! Link in bio. Link in bio. It should say TikTok live readings. Is it in there? Let me make sure. Yeah. Live reading. It says live reading from Kelsey. This full moon was crazy, yeah. Yeah, it's the first one we've had, I think, since September that was like really close to the nodes. Like it was an actual total eclipse versus the one we had in Aquarius was a partial. Yeah. Also, I think Mercury retrograde added to that and just everything that's in Pisces right now. But it's also really big time period right now of sitting with things, sleeping on things, not expecting yourself or forcing yourself to have all the answers, because that's not what we're doing right now. The energy of right now is like move forward in incremental steps of like what is present for you at the moment and let that lead you to the next moment. Also, don't give in to doubts or insecurities, because that's a big theme of this week, especially like in the human design. But yeah, just let yourself sit with things and the clarity will come around it. I do not feel well, but I'm pushing through. Maybe you need more rest or self-care. I love having a Libra sun and Aries moon, Taurus rising. Oh, yeah. I love that. Exactly what I'm going through, yeah. Virgo sun, Cap moon, Sag rising. Oh my god, I love that. Boss bitch energy. Where's your Jupiter? I love it. I love fire and earth combinations. Like that is some of my favorite. Probably because I have like a balanced chart though. I have 25% of everything, but I love fire and earth because it's like get shit done energy, initiate, take action. Some of my really good friends have a lot of fire and earth. Oh, you have your Jupiter in Sag. Were you born in 95 or 83? Libra sun, Pisces moon, Cancer rising. Fun. That's super creative combo, I feel like. Sag sun, Gemini rising, Aquarius moon. Ooh. I'm almost all fire and earth with my Virgo sun in the 9th. Yes. I love it. Virgo, Cap, Libra. We have so many Virgo, Cap, Libra energy on today. And Taurus and Sag. Funny to see the overlap. The overlap. The moon is in Libra right now, so emotional focus is on our relationships, our values, self-worth. But again, there's like a lot of tension between where we're emotionally pulled and other things that we have to be responsible for in our life. It's kind of like, okay, do the relationships right now that I have around me support me in building this new life and identity or not? And if not, they gotta go. Aquarius, Pisces, Sag, Scorpio, Leo moon, Leo rising. I love a Leo moon. And moon in the first house, oh my god. Just want to say you're my favorite astrology guru. Thank you, Jen. Have a good night as well. My only water sign is my Saturn and Scorpio in the 10th. Oh, so you're probably born 82 or 83 then. Feel like a bonfire sometimes. 83. Oh, that's why you put 83. I was like, what is the 83? I feel like a bonfire sometimes because alongside you have a Libra Venus. Oh, yeah, I feel you. I'm a Libra rising and an Aries Mars, so, and a Sag moon. So I feel you. What does a Leo moon mean? Well, it depends on your chart, but in general, Leo moons are just really sweet. You can get a written reading of everything in your astrology from my link in bio. It says learn your astrology, and it will break down what your whole chart means. What it means to have a Leo moon in your first house, what it means to have Jupiter and Sag in your 10th house, what it means to have your midheaven in Cancer, what it means to have your Lilith or in Chiron in your 6th house in like Capricorn. Like it will break down everything. So if you want like a guide to your individual birth chart, highly recommend getting that PDF from my link in bio. It's like a written reading from me. But I don't do general readings anymore because I made that. And that like walks you through what everything means in your chart in general. I'm a Libra sun, Scorpio moon, Leo rising. Oh. I'm a Leo, Venus, and Mars. Oh, I love that. One of my really good friends is a Leo, Venus, and Mars, and a Cancer sun. I just feel like anyone with Leo placements is so sweet. You're like such a cheerleader of other people. All about like what brings you joy and expressing that and sharing it with people. That's why I'm so excited for Jupiter to be in Leo, because like we're all going to be focused on expanding in that energy. Like I'm so excited for Jupiter to be in Leo. Libra, Sun, Mars, exact conjunction, Virgo moon, Aries rising. Oh, manifesting generator. I'm a manifesting generator too. I'm a Leo Mars too. Oh, fun. Some of my really good friends are Leo Mars. I love that placement. I just think it really vibes with my Aries moon or my Aries Mars and my Sag moon. Because I don't have any Leo in my chart, so I love Leo energy. Gonna follow your account. Yes, follow me. Bye. Have a good day at work. That's crazy. I have a lot of people in my membership in Australia, and it always just blows my mind when I do live classes and the people from Australia are on and you can see it's like day. I usually do them at like in the evening. So it's night here. And then in Australia, it's like during the day. And I'm like, it's just so trippy. Sag rising, Taurus sun, Virgo moon. Oh, I love it. I'm a Taurus sun too. Leo rising. Been following you for a few years. Love your content. Oh, thank you. I just had a one-on-one client yesterday who was like, I've been following you since 2020, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? That's crazy. Like, I love you all so much. I'm just so glad I like took the leap and got on here and just started creating shit. Start creating the content. Capricorn sun, Sag moon, Scorpio rising. Love. UFO cruises into love. It's funny you say that because I'm living near Mount Shasta now. And Mount Shasta is like known for UFOs and like alien energy. My friends say me having an Aries moon makes sense as I'm the eldest daughter. Oh, yeah. Aquarius sun, Leo rising, Taurus moon. Oh, wow. My midheaven is in Libra. Okay. Capricorn sun, Libra rising, Virgo moon. Oh, I'm a Libra rising too. A couple of my good friends have Libra midheaven, and I feel like they just have such good style, and they just really do things that are beautiful. Like whether it's creating content or like graphic design, like they just bring beauty to everything they do. This live is just so warm and a safe space. Aw, thank you. Don't be sorry. It's all good. It's all good. I have a Cancer midheaven, so that makes me happy. Gemini sun, Cancer rising, Libra moon. Ooh. Ruled by a Libra moon. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, I got like distracted. Has anyone booked a reading? Let me know. Let me know. Also, if it's giving you issues because Mercury retrograde. Do you study sidereal astrology? No. I feel like it all tells you the same story. Like, I've made a lot of videos about this because it's probably one of the most common questions I've been asked over the last 6 years that I've had in a career in astrology. And it tells you the same story. Like, it's just what language are you using to read that story. Also, in your sidereal, if you have moon in the 3rd house, your moon's still in the 3rd house. It just might be in Sagittarius versus Capricorn. And it's my belief that we live in the Western world. So to understand like how we're meant to operate in the Western world, like the Matrix, we, need to be using Western astrology. So that is that's my 2 cents on it. I just don't get it. Because the Western system was created for a reason. To represent the Western world that we live in. The most of us live in. Sag, Sun, and Rising. Aquarius Moon. Ooh, where's your Jupiter? I feel like Sun in the 1st house is it really gives like Leo energy. Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure what out? See, again, this is why I don't believe in practicing sidereal astrology. Like, pick one and stick with it because it tells you the same thing. It's like the same thing as whole sign or Placidus. Like, it tells you the same shit in a different way. And if you're focused on which one, it's confusing you and keeping you in this liminal space of misunderstanding, which is not the point of astrology. The point of astrology is to understand yourself and validate and confirm things about yourself and your life and get guidance and clarity on your path and direction. It's not meant to confuse. It's not meant to overwhelm. And that kind of like, I feel like overwhelms people of like, which one? Pick one, stick with it. If you're led to one, it's for a reason. Jupiter and Leo. Oh, you're going to be in your Jupiter return soon. Maybe, probably this year. I think Jupiter gets to 25 degrees of Leo this year. It's crazy. Twins. What does that mean? Just like a Saturn return, your Jupiter return is like an amplification of your own natal Jupiter, but it depends on what's going on in your chart. Hi, love you. Oh, thanks, Momo. Capricorn, Sun, Virgo, Moon, Leo, Rising. I feel like we've had so many like Cap, Virgo, Fire, big 3s today. I love it. Ruled by a Cap Sun. Oh my God. Wait, are you an 8th house Sun too? Or no, I guess it would be 6th house Sun. I get confused by the fact that my 1st house is half Pisces, half Aries. Yeah, so I don't read charts that way. I use whole sign. And I teach whole sign in my beginner course. I recommend it for beginners. If you're learning, start with whole sign because Placidus, I teach it in my level 2 astrology course for a reason. Because Placidus, you need to know how to read. If you don't know how to read Placidus and you're trying to understand your chart, it's going to confuse the hell out of you. So start with whole sign. And then once you master that or like just understand that at a deeper level, you can go into looking at Placidus. But I don't recommend just starting off with Placidus. I abhor that is the default chart calculator like system on most websites. It's not on mine. If you pull up your chart on my website, it's going to be the whole sign. But I cannot stand that every other site, it's like Placidus. Like, why are you confusing people? Leo, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Cancer, Rising. Fun. Any thoughts on a manifesting generator 2-4 Right angle cross of explanation. I'd have to look at your chart to tell you more about that because it depends on what's going on in your chart. If you want a guide to your human design, it's written by me. It's like a reading of your human design chart in PDF form from me. Click the link in bio, learn your human design. It will take you to get a written report of your human design chart, tells you about your incarnation cross, the 4 gates that make up your incarnation cross, tells you about your profile, tells you what it means about being a manifesting generator. It's all written by me. It's not AI. It's written by me. It took me years to put all this information together so that it's all in one place for you in a PDF form to walk you through your chart. That's what I recommend. What do you think about retrogrades in your chart? Like I have an Aquarius Mercury retrograde in my chart. Retrogrades in the natal chart mean a few things. I teach it in my intermediate astrology course. We go through each planet if it's retrograde in the natal chart and what it means. It tells you a lot about your past lives. It also means that planet's lesson for you is an internal one. So you're more focused internally with that planet's energy. Could also mean you feel more comfortable when that planet is retrograde in the current transits. Whole sign is way easier, yeah. Yeah, it's the best. That's why I teach it in my Become an Astrologer course, because it literally is the easiest, especially if you're a beginner. It just makes everything so much more simple. And then you can actually understand what you're looking at and what it means, as opposed to getting confused of like, well, this house is 2 signs and this house is 3 signs. And like it gets you really in your analytical mind, which I don't believe is the point of astrology. Astrology is a tool to connect to your soul's intuition and knowing. And if we're using whole sign, it's a lot easier to connect to your intuition when reading a chart versus Placidus. Placidus is a very analytical way to read your chart. I teach it in my intermediate astrology course, and I just added a lesson in there on chart twins, like the astrology of twins. And that's when Placidus becomes kind of important to use, because it reveals the very subtle nuances of a chart, but it's very analytical. Like I recently met somebody in my life who has the same exact chart as a friend I've known for years. And like they were born an hour and a half apart. They have the same moon, same rising. But like when we look at their Placidus chart differences, that's when we get into the nitty gritty of like the nuances of why they're completely different people living completely different lives. And you learn that in my intermediate astrology course. What made you get into astrology? I have always kind of been interested in it. Like middle school, I loved to look at horoscopes and things. And then when I moved, I made a major move halfway through college, ended up dropping out of college. I was studying neuroscience and psychology, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So I was just like, fuck this. I don't want to keep going into debt for no reason. So I dropped out and I just worked at a grocery store, and I kept meeting people. Like the town I had moved to was super spiritual. And so I kept meeting people who were into astrology, and the more I learned, the more I wanted to learn. Like I have a Scorpio stellium in my 2nd house, so it's no wonder I make money from astrology now, because it truly is like my obsession and my passion. And yeah, that was 2014. It's been growing ever since. Like I just, again, the more I learned, the more I wanted to learn. And then in like 2017, 2018, I really started to getting into like pulling up people's charts that I knew and just like reading them to filth. And then people eventually started asking me to read their chart, and here we are. But yeah, I was, like I said, interested in college in psychology and neuroscience. So I've always had an interest in wanting to understand people. And then it just kind of found me, and it was really apparent to me that I knew a lot about it just naturally. Because people were coming to me for it. So yeah, I completely agree. Yes. Placidus is a whole other beast for sure. I'm a projector and have my blueprint book, but I need to dive into it more. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's very extensive. I think it's 40 pages for most people, but it depends on your chart. Like if you have more channels, it will have more pages because there's a page on each channel that you have in your human design. So yeah. Yeah, I love those. I love those written readings that are in my link in bio. They're really, really helpful. Y'all really love them. It makes me so happy because I put so much like heart and soul and work into them and personal experience. And yeah, I love that y'all love them. 63 pages. Oh, you didn't get it from me then, because I don't think anyone that I've created is that long. Did you get it from someone else? Is human design the same thing as Destiny Matrix? No, I don't know what Destiny Matrix is. It doesn't make sense to me. Anytime I've looked into it, I'm like, this is so freaking complicated. I don't know. I have an Aquarius stellium in my 6th house. Okay. So you're stepping into new work? New work right now. Human design blueprint. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I don't know. I don't follow other human design people. I'm not in that world, so I don't know. I know other people do it and have like their own reports that you can purchase. Mine is focused on simplicity. I think a lot of like what I've seen at least or heard about in other people, the way other people talk about human design, it's just a lot of word jargon. My stuff is really focused on like keeping it simple and practical, so you're not overwhelmed by paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. Like, I don't want to read a report that's 100 pages. That's too much. I want like what's the summary, the cliff notes. So that's how I've created my reports. It's like, it's simple and practical. It's not going to overwhelm you, hopefully. And you can refer back to it as you're deepening your knowledge as well. I've been trying to figure out how to work with that energy in my 6th house. Yeah. Love a good cheat sheet. Yeah. That's how all my things are. It's not like, I had a one-on-one client a couple weeks ago and she was like, you make astrology so simple. I've like tried to take courses and it just like goes over my head and it's like so much jargon. I'm like, girl, that's not how we do things here. No. No, I'm no Chris Brennan. All right. He has a place in the world. That's not me. I don't talk for hours about shit. We get straight to the point over here. Sag Moon. What's the thing you need to know to actually live this? Okay, there it is. Very simple. Taurus Mercury. Also, I have Taurus Mercury. We get straight to the point. I would say like what comes up for you during Aquarius season, because we had so much in Aquarius, like end of January. Like what was coming up in your area of 6th house, work, routine, wellness. Then that gives you a lot of hopefully clarity on how to work with it better. That's what I love about transits. It's like you get a little glimpse of everything throughout the year. All right, y'all, seriously, last call. I have like only a couple more minutes left, but if anyone wants a reading of your chart from me right now here on live, last call. I don't think I've seen any come through. If anyone wants one, let me know. Forever hold your peace. I might be on here tomorrow too. We'll see. The moon is going to square Jupiter tomorrow, so it might be a weird kind of day. Friday also feels a little weird, but I don't think Mars and Pisces is really like helping things, but everyone I've met with Mars and Pisces is kind of like a mess. At least the men. Women can probably handle that better than men can. Which reminds me, I have a class I taught on the differences between placements and men and women in my membership. That was a really fun class to do. because it really matters. Like, placements do not show up in the same way in men versus women. Hey, Tatiana. Lost my job on a lunar eclipse, and I'm a Pisces stellium. Oh. Was it the Aquarius lunar eclipse, or just like one that we've had in the past? Oh, yesterday. Oh, shit. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I sent an email out about this recently. I can actually read it to y'all. We have been in a huge cycle with Virgo and like breaking down since 1965, which is like civil rights. It's kind of when everything started too, with like women getting, you know, equal rights in the workplace and things. And we're in a huge, like it's probably going to be like 150-year cycle with that energy, because we had it was Pluto and Uranus conjunction in Virgo. So since 1965, a lot of our structures and systems with work, Virgo energy, has been breaking down, has been massively changing. And it started then, but we couldn't really like, you know, see what was happening. And it really came to the surface in the forefront 2012 to 2015. That's when the gig economy started. That's when influencers like were actually a thing. Like that was the very beginning of influencers. I had a lot of people I knew back then blow up on YouTube and like make whole careers for themselves on YouTube. And that was when the energy started to be like, okay, we're shifting out of the old structures and paradigms we've been in with work, especially like how we make money and how we serve with our unique gifts. That's Virgo energy, right? And so all that we have going on with Uranus and with Saturn and with Pluto as well at this time is just bringing more of that to the forefront with Saturn and Neptune and Aries. Like we are all starting on this major, and lunar eclipse in Virgo, we're starting on this major new cycle with work and how we share our gifts and how we make money from the way that we serve humanity with whatever our skill sets or our natural talents and gifts are. So the Virgo eclipse was like, what's unaligned with work is gone. It's over. It's gone. So we can actually align with what is better for us moving forward when it comes to how we make money and the structures and systems we have in place with how we work and how we serve our gifts in society. So yeah, not surprised that you were given the opportunity to create space for a more aligned job and way of working that serves you as much as it serves what you're here to do on this planet. So that's the time period we're all in. I feel like everyone I've been doing readings for lately has been asking about career. It's kind of always been my focus of helping with astrology and human design and like my one-on-one clients for years. Have always come to me for life purpose and career stuff, but especially lately because we're all in a massive transition of the workforce right now. I've been talking about this for years as Pluto has been moving into Aquarius. It's time to do what you actually want to freaking do and get out of the old paradigm of like, well, I have to do this because I went to school for it, or I have to do that because it makes me money, but my actual passion is this. Like, no, now's the time to step into your actual passion. Yeah, I definitely know for sure. I got Virgo in North Node in my second house. Yeah, you're meant to work for yourself. You're meant to have a business. I also have North Node in my second house. So yeah, once I stepped into that, my whole life started to change for the better. It wasn't easy at first, but so worth it in the end. Hi, love your vids. Thank you. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Taurus Rising. Oh, I feel like we've had a few different people who had Libra Moon and Sun. Or no, it was Libra Moon and Rising, I think. And Taurus energy. Born on a new moon in Libra. Fascinating. Leo, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars. Wow, that's a lot in Leo. It's in your 6th house? Yeah. North Node is in my 8th house, Scorpio, with Venus and Jupiter. Oh, I have North Node in Scorpio too. it makes all the sense why I like pursued a career in astrology. Well, it found me. I didn't set out to make money doing astrology. It just found me. And then I was like, oh, this actually makes sense. When I started to read my chart, I was like, oh, this is actually what I was supposed to be doing the whole time. Like if I had gone the neuroscience route, or even like when I first got to college, my goal was pharmacy. If I had gone either of those routes, I can't even imagine where I'd be right now. I'd probably be losing my job too and having to start over. Because it was not what I was meant to be doing. Virgo Venus is my chart ruler. It took me a while, but I've come to love her. Oh, cool. Nice when it happens that way, yeah. I didn't really have a choice. I was like unemployed. I had lost my job due to COVID and was in like a weird living situation. So it was the only thing that I had was to build this business. Yes, 6. So cool. You can just see that so quickly. Yes. I love it. You're especially meant to do what like you enjoy for work. That's how my brain works. I know someone's rising and I can like see their whole chart. That's also what I love about whole sign, because it makes it way easier to do that. My Jupiter is Aries and first house, and my second house also. Wait, what? Jupiter? It depends on your chart and the degrees of your Jupiter and your second house. If you're going to use Placidus, you have to look at the degrees of everything for when stuff is actually going to move over that, the start of that house at the degrees that it's at. So like as an example in Placidus, I think my 7th house begins at 9 degrees of Aries. So I'm not going to like in Placidus feel anything moving into my 7th house until it gets to past 9 degrees. And I teach you this you learn this in my intermediate astrology course on how to read Placidus and understand like transits. Oh, so you have a while. I don't think Saturn's not even going to be close to your Jupiter for a year. And this is why the degrees really matter. The degrees matter in your chart. You learn that in my course on astrology. Okay, y'all, I'm hopping off. Thanks for joining me here live. Catch my YouTubes every Sunday. I do a YouTube for the week ahead. And I give horoscopes for each rising sign. So if you want to know how this week is showing up for you, or even go back to last week based on your rising sign, come find me on YouTube. I do that every single week. I do a weekly horoscope. Are you still doing readings? I could probably take one if you want to book one right now. I can take one. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm in my Saturn return. Saturn in Aries 9th house. Oh, what degrees is your Saturn? Okay, Amanda. It's linked in bio to book. And then once your order goes through, I'll see it. And then I can pull up your chart. 7 degrees. Okay, yeah, so you are fully getting there because Saturn's at 2 degrees right now. But your Saturn return will peak in probably mid-April. You're also going to have Mars there. Mars and Saturn conjunction in Aries. Coming soon in April. And that's why we're all going to be blast off moving quickly into our new life in April, because Mars and Saturn will be there together. 7th house is Virgo, 14 degrees. Oh, so you got this eclipse like right, well, it wasn't in your 7th house. It was at the end of your 6th house. I'm just going to chill for my birthday month. Yes. My sign of return was awesome. Like, other than I like moved into my dream home, my house, but it like flooded, but it ended up being good because my landlords like really took care of it and were amazing, but I couldn't be there for like 2 weeks while they dried out the place and like fixed everything. But other than that, my sign of return was great. Great. I loved every second of it for those like couple months. Those few months that it was going on. So depends on the life phase you're in, what's going on with your chart, as always. Okay, Amanda, let me pull up your chart. What are your thoughts on Uranus moving into Gemini soon? I'm so stoked. I'm so ready for Uranus to be out of Taurus. But we've already had Uranus in Gemini, so what was going on for you in July of last year? In the area of life, the house, you have Gemini in your chart. That will tell you more about how Uranus moving back into Gemini is going to show up for you. We've already had a glimpse of it. Okay, Amanda, let me pull up your chart. What time were you born? And do you have a city? Is Western Australia a city? 11:31 p.m. Okay. Because it's not coming up as a city. Perth, okay. Like, I feel like that's a region. Ooh, Virgo rising. Wait, what's going on for you? Spiritual growth. Oh my God, yeah. Your whole like perspective of life has been changing the last couple years. Probably especially around work, routines, health. You might also be in a really big phase of, oh my God, and you're becoming so intuitive. It's all like peaking right now. And the kind of lesson is to bring it more into what you do. Use it more in your day-to-day. Allow yourself to communicate from and with like your intuitive knowing, like embodying it and integrating it, as opposed to keeping it like separate or contained as some other part of yourself. It's like integrate it and bring it into how you operate through life. Are you wanting to move into like a spiritual career or something too? There's something about that. And did I already say this? Attracting more people who kind of speak the language of that, kind of support you and help you. I don't remember if I said this already or not, but you're in a big phase too of like expanding your connections and surrounding yourself more with people who are kind of in a similar journey and also, or maybe a little bit ahead of you with their knowledge of spiritual things or intuition, psychic ability, stuff like that. Let me see. Yes, ideally. No, you didn't, but I have been. Okay. Yeah, because that like came up and then I was like, I don't think I spoke to that yet. I like got off on another tangent. But yeah, that's definitely a big thing for you too. And that might eventually be, once you're more comfortable and confident in your spiritual journey, and like abilities and what you're doing and what you're learning right now, once you're more confident and embodied with it, it's gonna become something that you more so share and maybe even create your own community around. Like, I'll give you an example. Back in, this was 2020, I had a business, but it wasn't really doing well. So I was working with this business coach And she had like what I have now with community and like a lot of success in the online space. Like I have kind of built a similar but very different model from what she had. It's kind of that energy of like, you're going to need a mentor or be inspired by somebody for a little bit, maybe not even a year. And then you're going to step into your own thing and create your own version of it that like matches you and your energy. There's a lot of momentum towards bringing it into what you're doing for work and building a career around it. So maybe even starting to share, create content if you haven't already. That's a big focus for you right now. And as we head into April and May, especially, and into the summer, I feel like you're just going to get even more intuitive. And like, it's kind of like stepping stones, but it's all like beginning in a major way right now. Yeah, you're definitely meant to be someone who's like a teacher of what you yourself are learning at the moment. Things are increasing and have been for the past year. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Hannah. Because this started back in like March and May of last year. And then over the summer, it was like really heightened. But there's something about like something in you got triggered, some kind of wound or something got brought up in you that you had to like kind of put that stuff on the back burner and really deal with and heal. And now you kind of have a different perspective of life and you're more embodied. And that thing that like triggered you or whatever kind of had you shift your focus temporarily happened for a reason. It was like a necessary setback to recalibrate you. Is so that you can move forward with more embodiment and like actual alignment with what you're doing. But yeah, this next month and into the summer is huge for you in terms of just like putting it out there, starting to experiment with like what content or whatever works for you, maybe putting yourself also in some in-person community in some way, or finding it online. And then it's like, I feel like I said, you're going to be someone who also creates it eventually and like has your own community, maybe retreats, things like that, if you want that, that kind of thing. I work in our business and I really want out. Yeah. No, there's a big shift that has been building for you since 2023 with work. And like I said, it came up last summer too, but it got kind of pushed. You're like, oh, I want to do this. But then it was like, oh shit, other stuff is like pressing you. So it got put on the back burner, but now you're like, okay, here we go. I can actually move forward with it now. So that's the time that you're in, which is very exciting. If you're already like creating content, just keep doing it and just kind of experiment with putting stuff elsewhere, like experiment with YouTube, Instagram, Threads, like just kind of throw stuff out there and see what does the best and then recreate what does the best. That's the best advice I have for just kind of having more success with visibility online if you're already doing stuff. If you're not already doing that, but yeah. Yes, true, yeah. I know, I'm in a similar place. We're all kind of in a similar place right now. There's a lot that started in 2025 that, we couldn't fully bring into the world yet back then. And we had to like kind of have this slow down reevaluation in order to recalibrate ourselves to move forward with it in more alignment. So it happened for a reason. I also think you're with this like eclipse we just had, solidifying in a new identity related to that as well. It's all about embodiment for you right now. So yeah, keep me updated, Amanda. I'm excited for you. Excited. You're definitely meant to be known for like what you're doing. It's all in the beginning stages. Hi, Jamie. Cap Sun, Rising, Scorpio Moon. Ooh, Pisces Sun, Scorpio Ascendant, Libra Moon. Oh, love it. Yes. That's all for now. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's all building. April and May feel really good for you. It's all building. Okay, I could probably take 1 or 2 more readings. If anyone wants one, link is in bio. Aquarius Sun, Libra Moon, Virgo Ascendant. Oh, so many Virgo risings today. Big identity shifts for y'all. Big identity shifts. You gotta let go of the old version of you. It's not serving you anymore. Release it. Thank that version of you for getting you to where you are, and let it go. You're in a new phase now. It's a whole new world. You're so welcome, Amanda. Come back and let me know how like May and the summer go for you. I had someone message me on Instagram today that got a reading from me like a year and a half ago, and they were like, everything you said came true, and like I just re-listened, and like I just got this amazing like new job that's super aligned. I'm like, oh my god, it makes me so happy to hear from y'all and like hear updates. It will be winter for me. I'm in summer. Oh, that's right, you're in Australia. That is so trippy for me. Oh my god. Yeah, May, June, July. Your winter will be great. Just been down at the beach swimming. Oh, that's a great thing to do right now. That's a great thing to do. I can already feel it, yeah. Hi, Ayana. Leo, Sun, Gemini, Moon, and Rising. Love it. Cheers to all the Virgo risings. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. I'm about to get dinner in a little bit with a Virgo rising who I know is also experiencing very similar themes. I'm excited to nerd out on astrology. Cry it out, sisters. Yes. Cry it out. Yeah, super earthy with the cap stellium for sure. Faux show. Yeah, you have a well-rounded chart, Amanda. All right, I can take another couple readings if anybody wants one. But then I actually gotta go because I have plans. Link is in bio. Oh, I just booked. Okay, let me refresh. Surprise! Let me refresh the page. Where do we get readings? Link in bio. It's the first option. You're also a Virgo rising? Oh my god. I love that I'm doing so many Virgo rising readings today. I'm pretty sure who was my client yesterday had... Were they a Virgo rising too? I don't remember. Y'all, I look at so many charts. Okay. Salama. Love, passion, spicy drama. Ooh, let's look at it. Maybe actually, because Mars is in Pisces right now. Wait, where's my ring light? It got cloudy all of a sudden. Your mom's a Virgo rising. Oh. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Night mode. All right, let me pull up your chart. It's been boring. Let's see what's going on. Watching from the Philippines. Cool. All right, Salama. Let me pull up your chart. Oh my god, you were born like a couple months before me. Do you have Mars and Pisces? Let me see. Or Aquarius. Let me see. Oh, 0 degree Virgo rising. Damn. Did I type that in right? Yeah. No Aquarius. Yeah, your Mars is in Aquarius. Oh, that's what you meant. No Aquarius. I was like, it's either in Pisces or Aquarius. Because my Mars is in Aries, and you were born 3 months before me. I'm April 28th, 94. Anyways, yeah, I feel like maybe just like getting out there a little more, because you have Mars is in Pisces right now. I mean, maybe wait till after Mercury. No, I don't know. You got a lot going on in your 7th house. I'm shocked that it's not like, hasn't been a focus. Like, there's a lot of emphasis on relationships and like putting yourself out there. Like, get it. Like, go to events, go to parties. You have a lot in Scorpio too. You have been out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to meet somebody, I don't think it's going to take very long. Like, might be a couple weeks to a month, but let's see. We have Venus moving into Aries this week. Let me actually pull up the transits and see. Venus moves into Aries this weekend. You have Mars on your chart ruler. Mars, the planet of sexuality. Recently, a war broke in my country. Oh, limited areas to visit. Okay. Have you wanted to travel at all? Can you travel? Because that's something that could help with that. Because you have Uranus. Uranus is on your south node in the 9th house of travel, international travel. But also, you're like healing a lot within yourself right now. It's a conundrum. Like, there's a lot of focus on your relationships and like meeting new people, but also there's a lot being brought up in your identity and your sense of self to clear out as well. To really kind of look at triggers related to you, an old, outdated version of you, in order to step into and really like cultivate a different sense of self and identity. So it's a little bit of a conundrum. I think if you were to focus, you need to have kind of a balance with it. Because if you were to overly focus on relationships, then it's like you might meet people who like aren't great. Yeah, and you are going through so much transformation personally. It's like, honestly, it might be better to wait a month or two. Dealing with childhood traumas, yeah. Yeah, you and I have the same Chiron, so I feel you. That's just what's happening right now. But it might help you to like get out, like long distance if you can travel. But also I think just wait till Mercury retrograde's over, like the end of March. Give it 2 to 3 weeks. Any hacks you can share? Find a healer. I have been really utilizing an amazing healer that I found. I just moved to a new town and a friend recommended this person. Oh my God, changing my damn life. Someone who's really like geared towards embodiment, not like a psychic, spiritual, but someone who really is like helpful in terms of getting you into your body and healing what's in there. Cause like the body keeps the score, like your body stores the trauma, right? So it's like, maybe like a functional healer that like is like practical. That's really what's helped me a ton. And then journaling and creating space for it. I mean, we get so busy with our lives and we're just so like in our habits and things that we don't create space to journal and cry. So I've been doing that too. Giving myself like an hour at the end of the night to like process and journal and like really like create space for me to look at what's going on. Because otherwise I'll avoid it, and that's not helpful. So are you talking about Virgo rising? Yes, I'm doing a reading for Salama, who is a Virgo rising. The ones who work with chakras. You don't need anyone that's no, not like that. Like a somatic therapist or something like that. Something that's more like embodied and practical versus like woo-woo. I mean, you trust your intuition. You have a strong ass fucking intuition about people. So, you know, trust what you're led to as far as that. But that's been helping me so much, is finding people who are healers that can support me and where I'm at right now and healing certain stuff. Mao is a Virgo rising too. Yeah, so many Virgo risings on today. Not much happening in the love life. Yeah, no one's meant to really be focused on love right now. There's a lot of focus and emphasis on healing the self at the moment. It will shift April and into May, but right now it's really on like aligning ourselves with our new identity that's been forming for the last year, really like the last 7 years. We've been doing a lot of identity healing as a collective. And so that's the energy right now, is more being, integrating that. So much about ourselves and identities are shifting, and that's shifting the type of person we're going to attract. So that's really the focus right now. Because I said like, for Salama specifically, like if you were to go out and seek a love match, it might not go well. It might be like, you know, if you want drama in your love life, then by all means, now's the time to avoid healing. But that's not the type of astrology I do. But anyways, the theme for March is healing. Yeah, until like the 20th. The week of the 16th is when it kind of starts to shift. So like 2 more weeks. I see, but there's so much going on in the 7th house. Yeah. You know, but that doesn't mean like it's time to enter into a relationship. It depends on where you are personally. And there's so much going on in the 7th house, but depending on where your Virgo rising is, you could have the South Node on it right now. And so Salama, whose chart I'm reading at the moment, has Chiron on this, like this current South Node is on their Chiron. So big focus on releasing wounds, childhood trauma and wounds, and heal. Next 2 to 3 weeks. I think there's going to be, again, it's shifting the identity, and that's going to shift who the person you would attract is. And there's, you know, the 7th house isn't just romantic relationships. The 7th house is also helpful people in our life. The 7th house is also anyone that's not us. So yeah, a good time to bring in supportive people who are going to help with that healing process that you're in right now. We have to look at more than just one house. Been dealing with family on a daily basis, and that's just adding more pressure. Yeah. There might be, you know, as much as you can, a need to kind of distance from family if you can. Okay, keep me updated, Salama. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Let's look at May. May feels a lot better for relationships for you. It's also the energy in May of like effortlessly meeting people when you're out and about doing things. Right now, it's kind of like if people are out and about overly, they're distracting from the inner work that needs to be done right now. But that will shift in May, end of April and into May. Always work according to your weekly videos. Yay! I love it. Yeah. Just, another thing too is like, just stay focused on you. I've always met really good partners in my life and people in general, when I'm focused on me and I'm not overly focused on, I want to meet somebody. Like when I'm just focused on me and doing my thing, that's when everything comes in. So, that's a big message right now too. It will happen naturally. You don't have to force it. It will come to you when it's time. Thank you. I'll go with the flow. Yes. I know it's hard as a Virgo rising. My relocation chart is a Virgo rising and I have Chiron in Virgo, so I understand. But yeah. That's the energy. Like you said, you also have your Mercury in Pisces. And something else. I don't have your chart pulled up anymore, but it will come when it needs to come. It's fine. It's all divine. It's all divine. It's all divine. All right, y'all. I can take one more reading. If anybody wants one, speak meow or forever hold your peace. Taurus sun and moon, Libra rising. Oh my God, I'm a Taurus sun and Libra rising too. I feel like my whole life is changing. Yeah. We're all kind of in that energy right now. It's a 1 year in numerology. So we're all stepping into a big new chapter and beginning. Okay, link is in bio for readings. I can take 1 or 2 more. 1 or 2. Link in bio. Link in bio. I also offer one-on-ones if anybody wants a one-on-one to go deeper into the chart. We meet over Zoom. I do those Tuesdays and Thursdays. The link is also in bio to book that. Probably don't have availability till next week. I sent one in. Okay, let me pull it up. Charlie, didn't you get a reading yesterday? Or was that yesterday? Human design. Okay, let me pull that up. Yes. Okay, yay. I just love your energy. Thanks, Nicole. Cap, Sun, Virgo, Rising, Leo, Moon. Oh, so many Virgo risings today. Okay, Charlie, let me pull up your human design. Did you get a written PDF on your human design from my website? Or this is your first time that you're learning about it? You got a PDF. Okay, cool. Okay. Emotional projector. Let's see. So being a projector basically means you're meant to follow recognition, and you're definitely meant to be a business owner. I don't know if this came up in your reading from yesterday or not, but you have the channel of the entrepreneur. So you're meant to really follow your spontaneous ideas that you get around things to create or share or create content around or put out there. Like you have this innate sense of like marketing and what people need and want, and you can like sell it to them. I have this channel too. It is literally the channel of the entrepreneur. That means you have a very strong energy of that in your energy. Like your energy is just naturally able to create things and to kind of know what people need. And It might come as well through seeing something that someone has done, or like maybe even diving into history and being like, oh, this is done wrong and this is what we can do to make it better. It's like the energy of being a problem solver, and like literally being a business owner is being a problem solver. Like you see there's a need to fill and you fill it for people and sell it to them. That's so cool. I love doing that. Yeah, it's like one of your biggest energies. And for you, being an emotional authority, you just kind of have to let yourself ride out waves. You have really intense emotional waves. And when you're in a low, it's important you don't like let that mean anything about you. It's a chemical process you experience in your body. You just need to like let it wash, like being in the ocean and letting the waves, like ride the waves. Let them wash over you. It doesn't mean your life is falling apart. It doesn't mean you're terrible. It's just like you just have these emotional waves that are intense sometimes more than others. And it creates this kind of up and down. And so it's important not to make quick decisions. You have to like kind of wait things out and let the clarity come around what to do and how to move forward. You're meant to be a role model for other people. Teach from your lived experience and personal wisdom of the life experiences you've had. It's crazy because I also have fibromyalgia. Oh, wow. Yeah, which takes you out. Yeah. You don't have the energy to like work a 9 to 5 or work 40 hours a week. Like you're really efficient when you do have energy to do things. So because of that, you need a little bit more downtime and rest than most other people do. You can push yourself, but it's not going to be good for you. It's gonna destabilize you and really mess up your energy. So that's important to watch out for too. Is just taking more rest than you think you need. Like when you're at like 60%, that's actually like your 100%. So like don't force yourself to go past that point. This is so validating. Oh, yay. Yeah. And follow the recognition. Like that's going to lead to success for you. That's going to create people inviting you to do things. You might see things or be asked to do or share certain things or create certain things to help people through that. Like it's all about recognition for you. Feeling recognized by who is around you is what leads you to success. If you feel bitter, that's your kind of warning signal of you did something like maybe it wasn't best for you to do. Trust your intuition. You have a really, really, really strong one. You got to pay attention to what you say you're going to do because you keep your promises, but that can also, again, kind of cause burnout. So just be careful of what you say you're going to do and commit yourself to. But yeah, you just like know shit and you know it in the moment. Like it's kind of the energy of walking into a restaurant and you're like, ugh, no, I can't be here. Like it's like instant knowing of like, this isn't for me. So trust, really, really trust that. That's your guider through life. Can also help you to live in mountains or like above town or like on a hill of some kind or on the second floor. Really helps your energy to clear and ground. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah, human design is so cool. I really, really love it. I love mountains. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Katie is a manifesting generator. Me too. And a Libra rising. They recharge you. Yeah. Yep. That's what it's about for you. So yeah, basically just trust your intuition. Don't rush yourself to make decisions. Wait until you feel like really clear about it. And it might be helpful to have a soundboard or something as well to help you with decisions to get more clarity. But yeah. That's what it's all about for you. My partner is a manifesting generator. Aw, I love that. Yep, who is also your soundboard. Yep. I love it. Yeah, I'm a manifesting generator. I love projectors. Y'all are like so helpful. And I feel like it's very mutual. Just read life theme is Phoenix. Makes sense. Oh, you're sleeping, you're right angle cross to the sleeping Phoenix? Yeah. Are you a Sagittarius or a Gemini? Wait, you just said that. Sag sun. Yep, yep, yep. Born late November. Yes, you're so welcome, Charlie. I'm glad it was helpful. Okay, let's see who's next. November 24th. Hee hee. Yep. The 2034, the Manifesting Generator channel that makes the incarnation cross of the Sleeping Phoenix is a Gemini Sagittarius channel. So if you have early degree Gemini Sagittarius, you're going to be a Manifesting Generator. And if you were born under the sun being a Gemini or Sag early degrees, you're going to have it as your incarnation cross. My twin is a Sag sun, but Sag moon. Whoa, Sag moon. Crazy. Yes, everyone has an incarnation cross. It's your purpose. The report you can get from my website on your human design, it's a PDF. It's like a written reading from me. It walks you through your incarnation cross and what it means. There's 3 different types of angles. There's right angle, left angle, and fixed or juxtaposition. I don't have any other projectors. Aw. Maybe you could start a projector support group or something. Projectors are so special. All my close friends and family are manifesting. Wow, that's a lot of energy. It's so funny because we, like, generators and manifesting generators can really go. Like, my friend is a manifester and we were going to go to this concert and she's like, I've been around, you know, my boyfriend and his family all day and they're all generators and like, I'm really tired. I'm like, yeah, because you don't have a sacral center defined. Like, projectors have the same thing. Like, y'all need a lot of rest. And we only ended up being at the concert for like a couple songs because she was super tired. And I was like, this is such like non-sacral being. I could just keep going. Like, yeah, let's go. Like, but yeah, non-sacrals need more rest. Projectors and manifestors and reflectors. Faux show. All right, y'all, that is it for today. I do have to go now. I will get a reading one day. Yes, Nicole. All the numbers confuse me. Yeah, I feel you. Human design is kind of, it looks like a lot, but this is why I made my ebook. It's in my link in bio. If you're in my membership, you get 50% off of my ebook, and my membership's only $15. But the ebook is linked in bio if you just want it like instantly. It's an ebook, so it's PDF, but it walks you through all the gates, all the channels, all the definitions of everything in human design. And once, like, this is kind of what makes human design simple. Like, I've built these reports for astrology and for human design, and astrology is a lot more complex because, like, human design, it's like, okay, gate 64, that means this. Gate 21 is the gate of resources. Gate 26 is the gate of, like, the channel of the entrepreneur. Like, it's like this equals this. But with astrology, it's like this equals this, and this could square that, and like, it, you know what I mean? So like, human design looks a little bit more complex, but once you understand that it's just like a language, and you have like a way to kind of a guide to learn the language, it really is more simple than astrology. And I didn't understand that at first when people would tell me that, who knew human design and didn't know astrology. And I'm like, I don't understand. What do you mean? Like, astrology is so simple, but it really is actually like a lot more complex than human design. Yeah, my membership is linked in bio. I teach astrology in there. I teach human design. You get access to my astrocartography course. You get access to, like I said, 50% off my ebook on astrology and human design. What else? There's like a forum for you to find people who share your chart placements and connect with them. ask questions, get support from me, share your chart. Yeah, my membership is like a great place to have community around astrology and human design and learn it in an intimate space from me. Yes, go to the bio. All right, I'll see y'all next time. I love you. Bye.